Hello, welcome, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm going to touch on the 4B movement, and I want to slip in how that applies with MGTOW, how they're connected. So, first of all, not everyone, but a lot of people know MGTOW. Men go their own way is what that stands for. Some people say out the acronym MGTOW. That's how they pronounce that. Men go their own way. So now I came to find there's a 4B movement. Now the 4B movement, what is that? Well, first of all, men go their own way, MGTOW. That is an anti-feminist movement that believes society has been corrupted by feminism. So when you see guys who were once in a dating pool, they get so fed up with, she just wants us for money, and like that, like how people say no money no honey. So that's that. Now how does this apply to 4B movement? Well, taken in itself, it doesn't. The 4B movement, you could say that's the woman's version of it. So the 4B movement, there's 4 points to it. No sex with men, no giving birth, no dating men, and no marriage with men. So number one, actually I should have spelled the word out. No sex with men. 2, no giving birth. 3, no dating men, and 4, no marriage with men is what that's the 4 in the 4B movement. So the 4B movement is the radical feminist movement, which it originated in South Korea. So when I hear names like 4B movement, this isn't necessarily the case, but it's sometimes when I hear names like that, I'm thinking South Korea, like when they say K-pop, which is Korean pop. But I'm just sidetracking there, but it does come from South Korea, this 4B movement. So this is the radical feminist movement. So the woman's perspective. So the men, MGTOW, the women 4B movement. So I was thinking that kind of sounds like it. Well, they don't technically go to, but like correlate or one, like they're in the same conversation, but because they sound like they clash, you could say they're connected like that. And again, in a way, MGTOW, anti-feminist, 4B movement, radical feminists. So in a way, they do have something to do with it. Like the one is for and the other is against it. So kind of like saying yes and no. Yes is versus no, and no is the opposite of yes. Radical feminist movement is opposite of anti-feminist movement. So what I thought of after hearing a 4B movement, I knew of MGTOW for a while now, but after hearing the 4B movement more recently, I was thinking they kind of go together, so I wanted to talk about it, mention it. So ladies, why do men have MGTOW? It's not because we're anti-woman. or anti-feminist. So, in other words, all this "I don't need a man" stuff, everything like that. We do feel like you just want us for money and dating. You only show up to a restaurant as long as we're feeding you. If we stop feeding you, we never see you again. It happens. It's not. So, guys, it's not all women doing that, but ladies, it's too many of you doing it. So, but then now there's just radical feminist movement, 4B movement. That's here now. So MGTOW people would be like, see, I told you so, like, see, I told you so, like it's proving MGTOW's point. Because no sex with men, no giving birth, no dating men, no marriage with men. That kind of sounds anti-male. The feminist movement, well, men are anti-what? We're not anti-woman. We're anti-feminism. Feminists. So, in a way, MGTOW would look at 4B movement and say, see, you proved our point, and that's why we're MGTOW. Ladies, guys did get fed up with the whatever mess that is coming, and that's why we have MGTOW. But, well, if a man would do his part, men were doing their part. You are sending mess our way and making it worse on us, and you're anti-male on this. And again, it's not all women, so the people in MGTOW don't say it's all women. I'm just saying, ladies, I'm just saying the point of MGTOW is that they see too much of it and got tired of it, and that's why we have MGTOW. That's why we see videos now of, why don't men walk up to us ladies to ask us out to date anymore? And things like that. That's why. It's because the mess guys are getting, where too many were used for their money. Kind of like the 6 feet, 6 figure, 6-pack thing. This is what I mean. So I'm not saying all women are, whatever. I'm just saying, when guys see that, and that's why we have MGTOW. That's what's happening. So, only for 4B movement to be the thing. Now that's adding on to MGTOW's purpose. Apparently, seemingly. Like, you don't want men at all. And there are ladies who say the world actually doesn't need men, period, whatsoever at all. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. We don't need men, period. We could rid the world of men entirely, and the world would be a better place. Okay, well then humanity is going extinct if we're going to do that. Oh, well, so don't think that then. But then you're still thinking that, because if all we are is the fertilization process, if you know what I mean, like how some guys might see you as an incubator, if you know what I mean. Again, each thing like that, that's proving MGTOW's point. So, ladies, I'm not saying that anything is okay to be against anybody. And I'm not saying all women are doing that. I'm just saying this is what's happening. And guys, no, it's not all women. It's fewer and fewer today, seemingly. It might be so few, like as opposed to 1950, let's say. But I'm just saying this is what's going on. And when I saw 4B movement exists, I was like, that sounds like what MGTOW is talking about, how, oh no, feminism. So I wanted to address it. And I don't know how good I did in explaining things, but I hope I explained things where you understand what I was trying to say. And this is what's happening. And this, first of all, this is what this is, and two, this is what's happening. So once I saw 4B movement, when we already had MGTOW, I wanted to get on here and talk about that. So, and I hope I clarified everything properly enough where you understood. My apologies if I didn't do it as good of a job as I hoped, but this is me addressing that. And thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day, good evening, good night.